there, Sarah Brown from Keller-Brown Insurance Services. I'm sitting here with Evans Fishel of H and Fishel and Associates, Red Lion Insurance Agency, 3 generations. And I just want to talk to Evans a little bit about his time as an insurance agent. So, Evans, you've had a lifetime of a career as an insurance agent. It supported your family, and you've given a lot to your clients and community. You've paid claims, saved money, and served on countless, I think literally countless, local organizations. And you formed lifelong friendships over the years. With your retirement, you might not be able to speak with your clients one-on-one. So if we can take this opportunity and let them know about your time as their independent agent.
Well, it was very enjoyable. When I first started, you basically met with everybody. It wasn't over the telephone. You personally met with almost all your clients. Now then, we would go out and make house calls, a lot of house calls. There was many, many evenings at 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. We would be sitting either in a person's living room or their kitchen going over insurance terms and so forth. I used to go around house to house collecting money for individuals too. And that way I kept in contact with those individuals, and it was very enjoyable just to visit them. They would come into the office here too, but we went out and visited them a lot more than what happens today.
Yeah.
And with the younger generation, they don't want you to come visit them anyway. They don't have time to talk to you. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed making friends with all our customers. You'd be out in a restaurant, you'd be out in a store, you run into them, you talk to them. It was very enjoyable, and I really enjoyed the number of years I had. And the one thing I miss is not meeting those customers, talking to them like I used to in the past.
Yeah, yeah. Well, tell me a little bit about your values and how they led you to Keller-Brown to take care of your clients.
Well, as we know, my father started this business 70 years ago. In 1947 is when he opened up the office. And he had a real core of values that the customer was always first and always right. Now, we couldn't always do that, but that's one of the things it was. And I was fortunate I got to work with my dad for 16 years before he died suddenly. And then within 8 years, my son David came into the business, and he's been here since 1986. Hopefully I've taught him the same core values. But like I say, the customer was always right. He always took a phone call, whether it was 2 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, whenever. You answered that telephone. We didn't have answering machines then, so you had no, and we didn't have caller ID, so you had no idea who was calling you. So you answered the phone. Every time it rang, you took that phone call. And this is one of the things that I tried to stress within our office here, you know, that we always talk to that customer no matter what time of day or night it is, and try to take care of their problems as soon as possible.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I am so glad you picked us to take care of your clients. I've loved working with you through this process. I love hearing your stories.
What could I interfere?
Please.
Now then, you asked me why I went to Keller-Brown.
Yeah.
Okay. I've known I known Joy's dad Barry for many, many years also. I never really got to work with him, but I knew him. I knew how he ran an agency. And then when Joy and Jeff both got into the agency and so on, I went to a lot of meetings that they were at and so forth. And looking at York County, I felt Keller-Brown was as close a type of agency that our agency was. And so I didn't even look at any other agencies. I had numerous agencies contact me over the years, wondering if I wanted to sell and so on, and I really never, bid their time, really. I told them I wasn't interested at the time. And when Dave and Kim and I decided, okay, we're going to give up the agency, I only went one place, and that was Keller-Brown. And I went there first. and I talked to Jeff and Joy, and they were very interested. And then David decided, well, maybe he wants to keep the agency, so I let them know, that we just might keep our own agency at the time, and they said that's fine. And then Dave said no, he decided he didn't really want to keep the agency, didn't want to run it himself. So I contacted Jeff and Joy again, and we sat down and started discussing it. And the fact that they're a family-owned and operated agency, like I say, there was no question in my mind where we were going to go with our business.
Yeah, and it has been wonderful working with Dave. I mean, he's fantastic, and I can tell he learned a lot from you and just how to treat clients and do the right thing. I can tell you, he's a lot more knowledgeable about insurance than what I ever was. He's gonna see this, Do you want him to know this?
No, well, I already told him.
Yeah.
He really has a lot more knowledge of the insurance business than what I do.
Yeah, he's an incredible asset to us, and we're so glad to have him. And I agree. I think your clients are just like our clients, and I'm happy to have them on board. I've loved this process, getting to know you better. So glad you picked us, and you're a gem to the Red Lion community. I mean, really, what you've done for Red Lion over the years, I think they're very lucky to have you. And you were so giving of your time and your knowledge, and just through this process, your reputation really, everybody, when we said Fishel, they said, what a great guy. He's a great guy. So it's been a wonderful thing for us, and I just want to say thank you, and I think your clients will miss you, but I hope they feel they're going to be in good hands.
Oh, I'm sure they will be, as far as that goes.
Yeah.
And as far as being involved, that's the way I was brought up. My father and my mother were both very involved in the community itself. My dad was on borough council, and he was mayor. He was also in the Lions Club. He was past president of the Lions Club. He was involved in church for many, many years up until his death. So, and my mother was involved. Well, actually, my dad. It was because of him that we have the library. He spoke to a women's group in 1962. They were looking for a project. He suggested that we needed a library. They took that project on in 1964. Was when the library opened up, and my dad had served as president on that board, and my mother worked in that library for many years also. So, yeah, I mean, my involvement in the community is because of the way I was brought up. That's
fantastic, fantastic. So, anyway, this concludes this video. This is our short one. We're going to do a longer one that talks more about Evan's time in the industry and in the local Red Lion community. But thank you guys for watching. Thank this man. He's a treasure. So, that's all for now. Thank you.